Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are in a beautiful park with beautiful coasters and, well, so far very good statistics for our park, as we have over 1,000 guests and we are only, well, a little bit over half of July. That's like, well, we got like half a year ahead of us and we are already over the target of guests that we need to have in the second year. Mind you, I am fully well aware that the last bits are the hardest, but we are gonna try our damn best to get well above 1,500 guests, and we should be able to do so fairly easily in this park. Now, as it happens, you, the viewer, are also in this park. Let's see what you've been up to. I mean, it seems like the thermometer is actually a pretty popular park. Ooh, Brad Baker has left the park. After buying a donut, I think, well, the donut wasn't really that well, as maybe Brad got the runs and had to go home. Though, if that were the case, he could have gone to a toilet, but still. Yeah, so, yeah, straightening his thermometer and all that. Now that one has left the park, we could add another one. Let's see, who is currently in the park? There's still two. You know what? It's time to add another one. Let's find a guest who is about to enter the park. Guest 1491. You will be, and I'll have to grab my list over here. I guess you will be just a random one. I hope I don't make any typing errors right now. I think it's written like that, but if it's not, please do forgive me. No, I want the info thing on. Right, okay, so, another guest in the park, huh? Very, very nice. Now, as it happens, before we get to do anything, somebody pointed out to me, and, well, it's kind of an issue, that the latest coaster we have built, this blue one, actually has an issue, and you can see that there is an issue over here. Empty cars, but you might wonder why that is, as the coaster is good. There is an issue with our queue, so let us get the view right, so that, oops, I do want the guest on, so that we can see what is the issue. And the issue is clearly apparent over here, as the guests are walking backwards. That is an issue. Now, look at what they're doing, right? See, they're just walking backwards. I have kind of cheesed it a little bit by examining what the issue was off camera, and, well, I must admit, this is one of the game quirks, where it's just being odd and buggy, and I honestly, I don't know what is wrong with this. Honestly, I don't. One thing could be that it is the path over here, the exit path, that somehow the guests are like, path down there might not work. I don't know, but the thing is, I do know how to fix it, and that is exactly what we're gonna be doing. We are going to fix it. For that, we require the hypothermia to be closed, and we shall quickly fix this. It is an easy fix. All we need to do, basically, is just place the entrance a little bit further up there. And then do it like this. And that should, in theory, solve the issues. At least I did some testing with it, and as far as I'm aware, this does fix it. So any new guests right now, they should not walk back. Yeah, look at that. See, that fixes it. But honestly, the reason why stuff like that happens, I just don't know. Really, it's really odd. Also, if it were the path down here, then why would that be an issue, as the path is still down there in the exact same place on this spot, but for some reason over here it works. I really don't know why that is, but we fixed it, so yeah, there is no more issues. Now, whilst we are in this view, we might as well do a quick, thorough vandalism check, which I have already secretly started. And let me see if I see it correctly over here, and my eyes are not deceiving me. Then, Well, if I'm honest, vandalism, what's that? What's that ugly word you're uttering? How is this one doing? 0%? Well, I think that one is doing just about right for a pricing change. 50 cents, there we go. Also, the maze, how are you doing? Yeah, and the maze is doing like I expected it would be doing, in need of a pricing change. Which is what we will do, 50 cents. Are there any other rides that need their pricing adjusted? Probably this tower. Yep, tower is still doing fine. Tower is making a lot of money. I will leave that as is. Just excuse me for a moment. Alright, and back. Yeah, alright, so here we are. Now, look at this. Look at this beautiful... well, it's not a greenhouse, it's a blue house, but we got our exits covered with glass, you know, for the cold glacial weather that we got over here. If the guests want some respite, you know, and dry up after rowing there near the motorboat. Oh, my god, there is congestion over here. Not just some congestion. It's all clogged up. We got traffic jams. They all want to get off. And I kind of can imagine. I mean, the water must be freezing cold, right? Anyway, so the current status of the park is... Oh, and by the way, before we get continue... Somebody pointed out, and that was also rightfully so, that the umbrella saturation of our guests, I guess I should call it, isn't really that high, and it might have to do something with the pricing. And speaking about the pricing, we need guests in our park, right? So for that, we are going to lower the price to a much more reasonable $3 pricing. So that the guests will stay longer in the park. I mean, that's like 1 or 2 rides, you know, 1 or 2 coaster rides more for a guest, as well as a hell of a lot more of the cheaper rides that we had to lower the pricing of. So, yeah. Now, with these coasters fixed, and if you take a look at our finances, with loads of money coming in, we need to build another coaster. And that is exactly what we're going to do. Now, and as far as what coaster we're gonna build, I think realistically speaking, we want this, but we only have the money for this. So then, you know, the choice is made rather quickly, as money will be the leading factor in what we're going to build. So now I have kind of thought about this. I think we should build this. I think we should build 2 of these right over here. Pair them up, get really nice and high ratings, and then we're set for the rest of the park. Then we can think about expanding it over here. So that's a thing, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I think we should take this hill for these 2 coasters, you know. Have it branch out a little bit over here, interact a little bit with the coasters there. So that's the plan. Now, as far as where we're going to build it exactly, I think that we should, well, I think, what is the path height here? 12. What is the terrain height here? It's not actually that much lower. I think we should make it maybe like 2 or so higher than the path, and then just have it be on this straight line in there, you know, just to start out. So that's what we're gonna do. We are going to have the entrance to the underground be right there. We shall build this coaster, a custom design, of course. And, ooh, yeah, now that is going to change. Don't worry, fear not, that is going to change. That is one ugly station for a park in the Glacier, really. Also, we're not that far back actually, so that is manageable. Now, that's not gonna happen, that is gonna happen. And then this, yeah, that just needs to be that far back, but that, I'm cool with that, you know. And then, you know what we actually need? What we actually need is a drop down, and then turn it round, and then, well, if we turn it round, we might want to do like this, and actually we should add lift pieces on there in case stuff breaks down. And now we should go up. And I know, this is not making the terrain look any better, but this is what needs to happen. Right, okay. So with this, we can now finally utilize the height of the terrain as well, which I think is just an excellent idea. Look, we can go up to height 35 with this. Amazing. And then... Oh, this... Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we're gonna have a big drop in here. Now, the good thing about this is that the... Oh, the bad thing about this is the trees. But we knew that that would be the bad thing about this. And then we're gonna have terrain height issues, which I think we're just going to solve like this. And then... You know what? Now we need to go down over here. Go down by 1. And then do stuff like this. Now the other coaster, you know, we'll probably we will have to come up with a way to weave that through, you know, the tracks over here in a delicate manner. But for the time being, I think we should have this coaster just go pretty much everywhere and try to interact with the other coaster as much as we can. So we'll have a sharp curve there. Let's think about this for a little bit and we'll leave the game running. I think it would be in our best interest to just go round like this. Do our stuff here and have the other one be more up front here. I think that's the best. So knowing that that will be our strategy, let's go like this. Do a curve round, go down. And now we are like good to go below the other tracks here, which is kind of the aim of the game for me here. Also, I might want to just turn these off. And then, oh, look at that. We're actually pretty close to bordering the other tracks here. We'll remove that tree as it's needlessly in the way for what we're trying to achieve here. And then we also haven't really gone underground, which I think is a must for us. So we will also try and get that sorted. Also, if this is possible... No. Okay, well, that answers that. But, ooh, you know what is possible, though? If we just have this go a little bit like this, and then go down. Yes. Now, currently we're at height 19. How does the terrain... Ooh, just barely. Oh, that's not bad, though. I mean, we can work with that. A long bit of straight isn't usually the greatest for this type of coaster, but we can live with this, right? We can make something work. We'll need to go one more straight though, and then kind of what I want to do is just hug it over. Never mind, that ain't gonna work out. So we do need to go like this. Now, what are we running into? Trees. Right, that's not a surprise. Let's think about how we are going to get this one back to the station. The station is at height 14, which means that we're not really that far off. I think what we should do, enter the underground and stay there. In terms of track design, this is less than the most exciting one that we could have conceived, probably. You know, ooh, you know what would be really cool? If we can just get out there, you know, stay like height 16, get out there and then just peek out once and then go back to the station. Yeah, that is what we're gonna do. That is exactly what this coaster needs. Perfect, perfect. Also, we need... Right. We are actually at height 16, which is more than just excellent. Right. I don't know if that tight curve is such a good idea. It might rack up the G's a little, but we'll have to see how the coaster holds. Yeah, okay, so this is where we want to make our play in returning to the surface. Just like so. Now, currently we are back above ground, so I mean I don't really want to do any special fancy stuff over here, but I guess it would be cool if we could at least like go around the trees here, right? Oh, and then there is one in the way. Okay, fine game, have it your way. If that's the way you're gonna play it, I'll happily play along. And then we're gonna go down here into the underground for the final time. And you know what we could do, but I think that would increase the ratings a tad bit too much. But I think what we could do is actually we could have a big drop in there. But I think, like I said, that would be too intense. So what we're gonna do right now is just focus on getting this back to the station. We're like one height below our station's height. So that's like suboptimal, but well, it is what it is, basically. So let's see here. Kind of what I want to do is... Oh, there's land issues there. Alright, fine. Kind of what I want to do with this is make sure that once we go up, we have lifting here. That way, you know, when cars stall, they won't be stalled for that much. So there we go, that's this coaster setup, and we... Oh, no, definitely don't want to open it up. But that's our coaster setup, and we just barely made it with our money. So, yeah, you know, speaking about a little bit of luck there. Now, of course, I employ you, the viewer, to watch the test ride for me, whilst I busy myself here with the arduous task of building ourselves a proper queue here. Hopefully this one doesn't glitch out. I sincerely hope it doesn't. Rollercoaster in the way, and that was kind of to be expected. And now it's the terrain that's in the way. Okay, fine. If that's the way of it. We shall make this look pretty. There. Well, so far for pretty, huh? Also, we do need to fix this up, right? Actually, nah. Alright, I've made the move. We'll fix it up. We'll probably have to redo that later, as of course the other coaster also kind of needs to be able to connect. No, I'm wasting money here. That's not the thing that we need to be doing. Right, the queue is reasonable in terms of size. The exit path, though, on the other hand, is a whole different story. Yeah, about that. Still, though, I do think we can get something nice out of here. Let's see. We need to be at height 12. Height 12. And so long as we just stick to... Well, you know, so long as we just avoid the obvious terrain issues there, then I think this is the way we should be going with it. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. Now then, let's see. Alright, we're gonna glue this path to the terrain a little. So that means going down there. And then going up by 2. Well, that hooks it up. That's perfect. I don't think we should change anything to this. Rightio. Come on. Why can't I... Yeah, I was about to say, like, why am I not allowed to place anything over there? Also, we seem to be losing a lot of guests. I don't know why that is. We need to investigate. We will investigate. Wow, look at the amount of guests that we're losing all of a sudden. That is not good. There is something going on here. Guests are not happy. Wow, there is a lot of them leaving. What has happened? Is there a stroke of vandalism all of a sudden? Let's investigate the thoughts of our guests. Thoughts. I feel sick. I feel very sick. I need to go to the bathroom. Do we lack bathrooms? Really? Could that be a thing? Maybe we need to place a bathroom here near the exit, actually, come to think of it. I mean, we have them on the sides, but I want to go home. I want to go on something more thrilling. We have plenty of thrilling rides. I've been... Ooh, the Aegis thing. The Foxtrot. That's you, right? Yeah, that's you. Maybe... What is the queue time here, huh? Because this could... Ooh, 10 minutes. That calls for an entertainer. It surely does. Let's go with a snowman entertainer. And you will only entertain there. You know what? It might actually be a good idea to check the queue times of all our rides. Let's see. Queue time. Sort. Oh my good lord. The Coca-Cola. The Dervish Derby. I mean, the Coca-Cola? Is that really that long? Yeah, apparently so. Wow. That is just crazy. I did not expect that to be this long. That is certainly causing a lot of grief with our guests. We have way too long queue times. Oops. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. That was not really the intention. Go and enjoy the guest, you know. The Wave Braver. Also pretty long queue time. Let's also get an entertainer in there. Let's also get snowman. We got an invasion of snowmen. I think that should cover most of it. Hopefully that will turn the tide, because really we were at like 1080 and now we're at like 1050. A lot of guests are leaving. That's not good. But, ladies and gentlemen, what we also have is the Rollercoaster 1. Which is almost grand. That is not bad. You know, that is like for a mediocre track design, as I would call it, as we didn't really have the money for it. I think that's a pretty decent coaster actually, so... We should see an increase in the amount of guests coming into the park. Sure, there's lots of them leaving, but there's also quite a few of them coming, so... Come to the park, guests, spend your money on this, and we will open it. Let's quickly get the staff sorted out here. Let's see. We need one handy dude to keep this clean. You will be not mowing the grass. Ooh. Let's see. We need, yeah, you need to be on this line to be specific. Yes, and then you need to go like all the way to there, I believe. This one might be overkill. We'll have to see. Let's see what the mechanic does here. Are you trapped? That's the important bit I want to know. You are trapped. Right. Okay. Well, I guess that solves that. You know, but still. It is kind of bad that we're losing this many guests. Of course, you know, there is still a thing for us left to do here, and that is to actually paint and rename this one. We shall do so, and we shall call this, yeah, we will call this the Marmot Fair. Nah, they're not called like that. How are these little buggers up in the mountains called? I don't even know, really. I mean, I've seen it on these programs like Nature and Earth and whatnot once, but, you know, me and the names, yeah, it's kind of bad. Instead, why don't we call this, yeah, we will call this the Snow Fox. Yeah. I kind of like the sound of that. That's good. As a Snow Fox, this will have great tracks, or supports. Ew. Will it? All of a sudden I'm not so sure about that. This could do though. Definitely. And then a black track? Black track seems nice. All in the same colors. We will make all of them white. Maybe if we darken this up a little. Yeah, I like the darker tone of it, you know, just because of all the spruce trees and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna run with. Right, okay, that's a 7.88 in terms of ratings. That should draw a lot of guests to the park once again. We are also right now in September the 5th. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it, man. All of a sudden, we have moved like 2 months and we have made 0 progress. In fact, we've gone backwards with our park's development. That ain't no good. You know what we need to do? We need to expand. We need to start slamming down a few rides. And we need to check in on our eggheads. They have been researching... What have they been researching? Tell me, eggheads. Ooh, we are the best value park in the country. That's nice. That will bring in a lot of guests. We got a t-shirt stall. We got a exotic seafood stall. And 0 gentle rides by the looks of it. I don't mind that per se, but I do mind it right now. Eggheads, you are off the shops and stalls. I don't need them anymore. I want gentle rides only. And soon, TM, I also want coasters, but for the time being I want gentle rides. So let us sort our expansion out, right? Let us just get the path set up over here. Now, as it stands, I guess we shall develop it from over here then. Yeah, that's good. Right. So yeah, here we go. Let's develop the area over here. We don't want to go too far outwards, so therefore we won't. Logics, we don't want it, don't do it, right? Also, I believe, yeah, that's actually 1 higher, so we'll go there, actually go up, you know, hug the terrain. And then, what do we have over here? I think, wait. Hear the music. I think that's actually pretty great, you know. I kinda like that. And then we'll go down here. And I believe, so long as we just keep going straight, this is an excellent path network expansion that we got going over here. Now, currently there is next to nothing. Well, actually, there is nothing. But we shall quickly change that by slamming down them benches and them trash cans and them everything. Also, if we just place like a heckload more of shops and stalls over here, the guests should like this new area a lot more too. Also, would you please get back on the path now? I mean, I know that I might be the cause of you not walking up to the path, but honestly, mechanic, where are you now? Yeah, you certainly are wandering away, and that's dangerous in the mountains. So anyway, yeah, you know what? Let's get some stuff out here. Oh, and by the way, guest count totally fixed. Still, loads of them are leaving, but loads of them are coming as well. I think the park expansion that we're doing right now is the right call. You know what? I also think that we might want to get an extra fix mechanic, and we need a few handy dudes here to keep this area up to the standards of damaged tycoon parks. Don't mow the grass. Or the snow for that matter. I don't even know if... Well, actually, I mean, I do know. I was about to say, I don't know if the snow's growing, but I do know. On the glacier, it's never growing. It's always melting, especially in these times with the climate change and whatnot. Anyway, that's that covered. So I guess what we kind of need to do right now is slam down quite a few more... Ooh, we got swag stalls. I like them. Now we kind of need to slam down quite a few more of these shops and stalls. So let's do that. We shall have these be dark blue colored, the umbrellas, but that also gives them access to maps, which is great. We're just gonna build like this street with shops and stalls on them. We're just gonna have regular blue hats. I mean, I don't know who wants to wear a cowboy blue hat, but still, you know, if you want it, you can get it. We're also gonna have white shirts here. There. Oh yeah, and the guests are loving it. Now, we are also going to place toilets over here. One more there. Have I placed? No, I don't think I actually... Yeah, I forgot to place the toilet. Oh. No, that's not where I wanted this. That's where I wanted it. Alright. So that's the one there. We will also need one more, say like over here, for example. Definitely. And we need more stuff, because really, let's get an exotic seafood thingy out here. I think that's an excellent idea. We'll get that over here. Now, supposedly, we do need drinks in the vicinity, but we only have, I believe, the coffee thingy. That's not an issue though, we will place it in the vicinity, even though, yeah, you know what, that's just perfectly fine. Then, do we have more? I mean, we got the swag stuff. Let's just build a few... Oh, you know, I need more money for my shops and stalls. This is really bad. If we can't even afford all our shops and stalls over here, we're not doing a terrible good job right now of managing our park's finances. Not at all, actually, but still, you know, I'm gonna go through with this. I want these facilities to be done right. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a donut thingy. I think we should place that, like, over here. Yeah, the donut thingy. And then we'll have, like, a fry stall. We'll have that, like, right over here. Oh, actually, we won't have that, as we're running red figures. Wow, we are running red figures. That's not good. I just want to get enough money so that I can place this down. But just, you know, just a thing, just to notice, huh? Look at our guest count. It is going up from just placing the shops and stalls over here. I mean, currently there's nothing that actually lures the guest over to this area, but just the sheer number of shops and stalls makes the guest feel like, yeah, you know, this is an area of the park that's, you know, taken care of, thought for, you know, meant to be there. So yeah, and also look at this, the coaster is now working 8.10 and 7.64. It's great. We have room to expand, we have rides to build, and we have zero money at the end of year 2. Right. Great going for us, right? Hopefully we can fix that. But that and more will all be for next time, when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.